What is going on, everybody? It's been such a road. It's been such a journey. $25,000 I've made so far, but it's the road to $1 million. And honestly, just a little step has. It's been a crazy ride. But I want to make this video a bit more of a personal video, even though all my videos are kind of personal. But I want to make this video to kind of reinstate the intention and the goal and the journey so far, which that led me to make the $25,000 online. And because a lot of people have just started following now, but they don't know that I've been doing YouTube for years, posting videos for years. So I kind of just want to make everyone catch up to go and look over the journey that so far made me the $25,000 online. And I wrote the notes because I want this video to be a bit more structured, easy to follow. But I'm going to start off with myself. Obviously, you know my name is Jun Shone. It's in the fucking YouTube channel name. And I want to say that I started this road to 1 million because I wanted to resonate with other people online who have the similar outcome as me. And what is that dream outcome? Well, basically, I strive to become the best provider you can possibly be. You have this masculine urge or this masculine desire in you to be just the provider for your inner circle. And whether that is financial freedom or just your own personal growth that you're working on. Eventually, the ultimate goal is to get all of those ticked off so then you can become the provider that for your future family, for your current family, for your friends or your loved ones. For me, that has been the goal for a very long time. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a backstory of why this ended up becoming my true potential. And for me to discover why this is something that I should be striving for the rest of my life. And the backstory is, we're going to get a bit personal. I might start crying. But honestly, the backstory is pretty straightforward. It's probably very similar. If I'm attracting the right people, you probably resonate with a similar backstory. And basically, my backstory is I went through a harsh breakup. Yes, all the heartbreaks, very common. But I went through a harsh hard breakup at the time, and because of that heartbreak, I felt like I failed to become the provider. And then when I learned that I failed, I also found more truth in that, and I felt more trapped. I felt trapped in the matrix. I felt trapped in society, and I was following the conventional life path of just going to fucking school and your 9 to 5 job, going in debt, and basically becoming a slave. So that's why I truly strive right now for financial freedom, for personal growth, because I want to, down the line, give myself that room to become that full provider for myself and for mostly the other people that I love and the people that are around me. And I can go deeper into that story. So basically, I was 17, 18 years old, around, and I've been with this girl at the time for 3 years. And obviously, the lustful teenage, you think that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with this girl, right? Now, obviously, looking back at that, that's pretty, crazy to think of. But at the time, you're young and dumb, and you're very lustful. And I truly believed it with all of my heart. So that's what made it really real. And with this girl that I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with, ended up just me being heartbroken. And after the heartbreak, I took it very harsh. But then I took a good look at the mirror, and I just had that look of disgust one day because I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, what the fuck am I? What have I become? I'm lazy, I'm fat, unmotivated, I have no goals, And basically, the opposite of my true potential of becoming a provider, I was dependent. I was dependent on her for happiness. I was dependent on other people to provide for me. I was just dependent. And I really took a good look in the mirror and I said, what? Like, I got to do something. What the fuck is this? And yes, it did kind of lead to a spiral of sadness. I'm not going to say depression, but sadness and sorrow for myself. And since then, I decided to change. And, you know, that story being said 3-4 years ago has led to where I am now, the journey I've went. And the longer I've been on the journey, the more truth I've discovered. So, yes, not only was I personally a piece of slob, but then I've realized the life circumstance that I'm in, where I'm trapped, I'm slaved, and I need to do something about it if I really want to reach the ultimate goal of being a provider. And now, this journey that I've been on that now has led me to make a decent amount of sales online. It's been interesting. There's obviously ups and downs to this journey. I started just with YouTube as a side thing. It's just for fun. And then I really realized that I need to take this shit seriously. So I started online business. Been doing e-commerce for a bit over a year now. And throughout that journey, I've learned that I have flaws. And just like everyone else is not perfect. I clearly want to state these flaws because maybe if I'm attracting the right people and you listening might have similar flaws, and that maybe I can help you overcome them just like I did. Still working on it. I'll say that. But basically, I found myself to be impatient. So once I've really figured out that I need to fucking change my life drastically and instantly, that's the key word, instantly. You see, I expect change to be quick. Uh, I expect I expect to have the best body within a few months, to become financial free in a few months. Like, these are very high achiever goals that it's good to that me and you strive for. But the reason they're valuable is because they're hard and to take a long time. And always having that future vision of always looking at the end goal. I found myself never being happy with the current moment, never being mindful. And I've realized that if you always look at the future, even when you're at the top, like I always say, see you at the top, but even when we're at the top, if you just keep constantly having that future vision, you'll never be satisfied with the current moment you're in. So even if you're not in the position you exactly want to be, there's still beauty in the current life you live right now. And it may be harder to seek, but truly, if you seek hard, you'll find just beauty in the simple of just waking up, breathing, eating, nature, all of this stuff that you should be very mindful, because that's what will make the journey just even a bit better. And now, again, there's lessons that I've learned, that I've realized that for my years of trying to become financial freedom and the provider and self growth, is that you need to do the opposite. And now, this opinion might have people agreeing or disagreeing, but I don't really care for the people that disagree. Me and you, we we have our strong opinions, and again, I'm not a neutral guy. I'm very extremist. I like to have opinions on one or the other side of the spectrum. So, again, people will disagree with us. Fuck them. Who cares? But usually, my opinion to people is to always do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. And now, ever since I was literally born, or ever since I was a little kid, all through like elementary school, I always felt the outcast. I always felt different, the way I dressed or the way I walked, talked, or did things. They were always different. I never felt included in the crowd. And at the time, I thought that was a very bad thing. But realistically, after time went on, I realized it's a good thing. Because at the end of the day, everyone else is average. And they literally correlate with each other. The majority of the world is average. So if you do what the majority of people are doing, you should expect average outcomes. But we don't. We want an unconventional life. We want extraordinary things. So therefore, you need to do extraordinary actions. You need to go through the unconventional life path. And let's just say, for an example, I don't do this kind of intentionally. It's just my desires are just different from everyone else. I dropped out of school, not because I said everyone's doing school, so let me just not do it for the fuck of it. No, I truly did not like school for myself. I truly did not believe in it. I think it's absolutely bullshit if you want to become free and become an entrepreneur. So I dropped out. And everyone around me pushes school. Everyone around me is doing school. So again, that's just one recent example of how I just constantly in my day-to-day life do actions that not the average person does. And I've learned to enjoy that. I've learned to enjoy being different. It now brings happiness and joy to me, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something right because I'm my own unique person. So I strongly suggest that you shouldn't just do what everyone else does because everyone else is doing it. Do your own shit. Do whatever you believe in. And if that's going to school, go to school. I'm just saying, whatever opinion, belief that you have, just do it. Don't fucking give a shit about what other people do. Like, seriously, because that path will lead you to fucking poverty. It'll leave you to average. And that is not what we want. That's our biggest fear. And with that being said, I wanted to end off with who I believe I am and purpose of this YouTube channel. Identify myself, and no, it's not some LGBTQ type of identity. I am a, I don't even want to say it because it's clearly known, but I do identify myself as a leader and an adventurer. And right now in the current stage of my life, I feel like more of an adventurer because the adventurer is the person that lives through his action and discovers more. And that's kind of what I do every day. Because I've dropped out of school, I'm on my own. I need to learn on my by myself. I don't have someone telling me learn this, do it this way. No, I look at topics and ideas and study them for hours every day by myself. I discover stuff and I live through my actions. So I work hard every day. I work on my business every day. I work on myself every day. And everything that I preach, I do myself with my actions. So basically, to all sum it up, I'm walking down the path. And that's an adventurer. But part of me, and will become more in the future, is a leader. Because while I walk down that path, maybe I'm not at the end goal of what I want and what you want, but I've walked a decent distance. And already with the distance that I've walked that path, I already look or turn around and try to help people to follow me, to guide and to lead them. Because for me, I've always felt that in life, there are always people that will walk down the path, experience trials and errors, learn through them, and then have this intrinsic desire in them to turn around and say, to give them value. So their journey is smoother. So just like how I've studied people, have mentors, and learn from other people that have walked the path, I do the same and try to make the path even easier for other people behind. So with that being said, I hope this video resonated with you, because if that is true, then I'm doing a good job. And also, I do want to connect to people that this video does resonate with. I don't want to resonate with someone who is fucking completely the opposite, like the LGBTQ. Like, no, like that's not who I resonate with. So, I want to resonate with with similar men who have the similar goals, similar mindsets, because that is the beauty of this internet and this connection, this community that I'm trying to grow. And if this resonated with you, all I ask, if you're still watching, I really love you for that. And all I ask for you is to subscribe and follow along the journey. Like I always say, hop on the train before it leaves, because I'm going on this journey. And I've been saying it for so many videos that it's going fast. This train is going faster and faster, and I'm learning more and developing more and seeing more results day by day. So please make sure to, if you resonated with this video, have similar dreams and outcomes, have a similar backstory, whatever it is, follow along, because at least we can help each other and we can go through the path fighting against the people that are trying to get in our way and finally end up at our end destination together. Anyways, thank you for watching. Nothing else to be said. I'll see you at the fucking top.